Oh my goodness. I yawned like crazy this morning. Fuck. I can't like seem to get it together. Like I need caffeine, something fierce. Oh, thank you, Rana. I appreciate the follow. I like it when people follow me, unless it's in person. If it's in person, I don't want people to follow me. But if it's online, by all means, follow away, guys. Welcome in. I do. I typically do YouTube and TikTok at the same time, first thing in the morning. But I'll try like other sites here and there. You know what I mean? Like whatever works. Like okay, hold on. I got phones that need to be charged and life that needs to be charged and me that needs to be charged and all that good stuff. So like I said, guys, welcome through. Tap the screen for me, like the live. It helps me draw more people in. And you know what? I like that. Just saying. I like that. I'm just putting it out there. I do like it when people tap the screen. I do like it when people like the live. So I typically do like trending topics first thing in the morning, which I know it's like later in the day. I slept in a bit today, so I figured Saturday morning, why not? You know what I mean? So let's see. First thing in the weird news today. There, and I said I'll do weird news. I'll do like influencer news, trending topics, like all, just anything that I come across on the internet that I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like look at again. So the big thing that's been going around the internet lately is we all seen that video. Like I don't understand about like the what was his astronomer CEO? Like people are making memes about it now and all this stuff. And he issued an apology, and when I tell you it was like the biggest bit of BS, like it really was. Like he was quick with that issue. He like got it out. It was like a same night, like all that stuff. But so the wife found out, right? The wife found out, and she has been, like I said, I don't know, a Coldplay concert. Like you couldn't bribe me to go to a Coldplay concert. I think out of all the Coldplay songs I've ever heard, maybe one song I liked. But like straight up, nothing says like boring like Lovin's like the HR chick that's really into Coldplay. I'm not shaming her. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm just like, what kind of stuff was going down there? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it just seems like straight mission. You know, no lights off. Like need romantic music on. Like yeah, I don't know. Like it just I was like Coldplay, okay. Like it still hits me more than anything that it was at a Coldplay concert. But so people and this is kind of fucked up, right? Okay. So he issued an apology and it was what you would expect it to be. Like it was pretty much like, but then he almost blames the band, which is wild to me. Like if you go and read the letter, it's like I'm sorry for any any repercussions that my family has had to face because of this. He's got two teenage kids. So imagine going on TikTok because there's teenagers on TikTok, there's teenagers on YouTube, like there's teenagers like they're everywhere. And so but like imagine being like one of his kids and you see like one of your friends repost this. Like that's so I guess he tried to tell I don't know how it went down. People are literally taking bets on how much his wife is going to get in the divorce because like I'm sure she made good money. She was like, which is also funny because they didn't call it HR, right? They called it head. She was the head of employee relations, which I thought was pretty ironic. I'll say that. Hi Isaiah, how are you? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, please. Like the live. I love it. So he issued this apology letter, right? That was like, I'm sorry for any embarrassment that I've caused. Just like what you would expect, right? And then, like, about halfway through the letter, he's like, what was supposed to be a private moment between two people at a concert was made public. And I'm like, you were in a public space. Yeah. I mean, how about this? If you don't want to get caught doing it, don't do it in a public space. You know what I mean? Like, if they were just there together and they, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're both married. So it's like, but you see, either way, like you see that the kiss cam is going off. It's not like they were the first one. Number one, yes, but you see that it's going off. Maybe not hug her during it. Like, hello, demon. How are you, baby? Good morning. But maybe not. Like, so okay. Anyway, so he just completely diverts. Like all kind of. I'm sorry for any embarrassment that I've caused. I'm stepping back from my company, and I'm going to take some time to make it like, I'm going to take some time to reflect and I said, you can go on and read this letter. I won't even get in like, cause it was just like, it was ridiculous. But then and I haven't looked this up, right? Like he's like, what was supposed to be a night of happiness and music turned into a debacle. Like, Whose fault is that? Is that the you really blaming the internet for like you like what? And then he actually quotes something at the end of it, and I'm pretty sure it's a Coldplay song. I didn't look up the quote, but I'm pretty sure it was a Coldplay song. Like, pretty sure this was a Coldplay song. So people are betting because they said he's like a millionaire. Thank you, Francis, honey. I appreciate the follow. He's like a millionaire. He has like this giant company. They have this giant house. They have all these cars, all this stuff. So there are literally polls going online about how much they and him and his wife have been married for something like 15, 20 years. Like, I love you so much. Oh, awesome, Isaiah. But so people are making bets on how much, and they, like I said, they have two teenage sons. One just graduated high school, the other one looks a little bit older, so she will, I mean, she might get child support for the one, but like, just the fact that like he caused a divorce and he caused it in such a public way, like she's literally going to end up walking away with so much. I feel bad for her, but then at the same time, I don't feel bad for her. Like, but he literally lost more money in one night than most of us will ever. Like, if you think about it that way, he lost more money in one night than most of us will ever possess in our lifetime. Like, this dude lost millions of dollars in one night. Millions upon millions upon millions. I can promise you that because he's like a multi-millionaire and stuff. Like his company, like I said, I've read some stuff about it, but I'm like, so I've just seen people like recreating the Kiss Cam, and then people are making jokes about it, and I'm like, oh man, like I don't. The wife, like, because apparently she was. Oh, thank you, KJ. I appreciate you, babe. But apparently, oh, the antipasto salad. I appreciate you, babe. But so like that's kind of where it stands. The wife, like I said, I do feel bad for her, but interesting. Yeah, it's been going around twisted. Like it's been a pretty big topic online. But there are literally polls of people that are taking bets on how long it's going to be until she files, how long it's going to be until the divorce is granted, how long. Like the husband of the woman from HR, I don't think he has spoken out. I haven't seen it if he has. But like I said, if you go read this is like what every like I it just like it seems so asinine, like the whole like apology. Like literally, how do you like he pretty much blamed Coldplay. What was supposed to be a private moment was put on display and made public. Well, yeah, you're in a public venue. Like they didn't come up and creep up to a hotel room and like put the camera in. Like, you know what I'm saying? You were out in public, like, And then she was there. They were also there's a brown haired girl to the right of them, right? I knew I'd seen a video about this, but so she actually works with the chick in HR. So that's why if you notice the chick, like when it pans over, she gets like beat red, even though it had nothing to do with her because she know that they just got caught. And guess what? She just lost her job. He's gonna have to step back a little bit from his company. Like, I mean, it's just because like you own, like it does not mean like his company went public. So I said this dude's like a multimillionaire. So he got out the other day. But like they were saying that too, like the chick from HR, she was passed over for the promotion for HR to be like the head of HR and was chosen by this other chick. So now people are wondering if he maybe chose her because that was his girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know why. Like they were at like a Coldplay concert. Like you paid for tickets to go see Coldplay. Like I'm already sorry for you. I am. Like I'm already sorry for you. Like it had, but the fact that in his apology letter for his affair, he quotes, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a Coldplay song at the end of it. Quotes like, and it's something like some really obscure thing about love and all this stuff and following dreams, and I'm like, oh god, is that a Coldplay song? I bet it is. I have not looked it up, but I bet it is. There's a video circulating. Okay, so this has been something I've been seeing a lot of too, and I said I'll do like trending topics first thing in the morning. Welcome through, y'all. I appreciate you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this has been like kind of going around online too. There's a lot of stuff being talked about with Area 51 lately, and I thought that this was kind of like, I mean, this was just me. I thought it was kind of interesting, right? They had hold on, let's see, where is it? Hold on. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so there's a huge fire that recently just broke out around Area 51. So people are telling people to be careful. If you live in that area, I would be a little concerned. I would be a little concerned. So also around the same time as this huge fire breaking out around Area 51. I don't know how it started. I don't know. I just have seen videos of people posting like, hey, there's something happening over it, and it here it was like a fire. Like that, at least that's what they're saying, is it was a fire, right? Well, there was also yesterday, and like I said, I thought this was interesting that just kind of happened around the same time, right? So I like wrote it down. I'm like, okay, like let's get this one, right? And so there's a whole bunch of U.S. Air Force veterans that are coming forward. They actually went and spoke to Congress, I believe it was yesterday, about getting like their getting extra benefits, because a lot of them did not realize when they signed on to do that. Not that they really sign on to do Area 51. When you're in the military, you get put where they put you. Like that's it, right? Well, there were these guys that they kind of have like this Aaron Brockovich thing going on, but it's with radiation. Like their water was integrated with low levels of radiation. The ionized, they said normal radiation's fine. It's the ionized radiation. So like a couple of the guys like that came forward, like one of the guys, he was talking about how he has cancer, his wife has had cancer, they've had miscarriages. He had one friend that he worked with that had 7 miscarriages and ended up losing his life to cancer. Like, I mean, it's a mess. But so for years, these people were living on. I had one. What's going on? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live, please. But so for years, these guys were living on like this base, and they were getting like every bit of drinking water that they were getting, every bit of like, say you're cooking pasta for dinner and you're cooking it in water. You take a shower after a long day's work. They were getting low levels of ionized radiation for years, and it caused all these big health issues. So this is around like I said, this is around like Area 51, and it's kind of like nutso. Like, but so why did they? Here's my question: is why do these guys have to fight for the same benefits that everybody else has gotten? Because that's what the whole meeting was about. Like, was about them. They had this meeting with Congress because they're fighting to get their benefits, like their whatever it is, like like they have, like, I imagine that they still have like through the VA. Like I know that with the military ones here, I've never personally been in the military, so I'm not 100% sure. So like if I'm wrong, you're more than welcome to tell me, like, hey bitch, you're wrong, like that's fine. But like I said, it's not like people sign up to go work there. It's like you get put there and they say, go work. You know what I mean? And you go. I've heard of that. Yeah, but like, why are we making them fight for it? Like, shouldn't they just get the same, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of how many years ago it is, like, that's a pretty big thing I want to know, because cancer is one of the most common things that people can end up getting in their lifetime. I want to know how people, like, how doctors know it's not just because this dude, he looked a bit older. That was to me, like, he looked a bit older. My mom was 44 when she got diagnosed with cancer. You know what I mean? She beat it once, and then it ended up taking her back like into her 70s, right? Like she made it to about 72, and then it came back. But so how do they tell, like, when it comes from, like, say, like the whole Aaron Brockovich thing, how do they know that the cancer came from that versus just a normal life occurrence? Like, I can see if you're, even like the miscarriages and whatnot, like, I'm not saying like, that's a horrible thing to have to go through for any woman to have to go to, especially 7 times. That's even worse. You know what I mean? But how do they know it's just not, like, how do that's my big question, is like, how do they know and prove that this is specifically what it has come from, and that it's not just, I live by Jersey, y'all. Like, listen, I'm probably getting pumped full of so much shit on a daily basis. Like, I'm surprised. I'm getting ready to have a 45th birthday. I'm like, I'm surprised. I mean, like Jersey, man. Like, there's nuclear power plants kind of like all over the place, which, like, emit low level radiation, and then everything washes downstream. So it's like, I mean, it's how it is. It's where I live. So it's like, I've accepted the fact that, it is what it is. But like, can't afford to move. I'm not going to move somewhere else. Everywhere you go, there's issues. Like, that's all that there is. So there was also this week, because they've been the seismologists. Joe told me this last night. I could not remember for the life of me what the scientists were called that study earthquakes. They are called seismologists. I'm committing that to memory right now. It's happening. So they've been doing these warnings like all week for people in California, because California is on like the fault line, which is why they have earthquakes the way that they do, right? And so this last week they issued a red alert for for California, like certain parts in California, because they're expecting like a very big earthquake, like a very big earthquake, like a very big one. They're also talking about there was an earthquake in Alaska, like a really really big one, and they're wondering, they're they're hypothesizing. I don't know if they know that this is true, but like they're thinking that it's going to cause like a giant tsunami at the same time that is going to like California's kind of fucked. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's one of the like what are you supposed to do? Run away? Like you move? Like you know what I mean? Like just because they issue alerts for stuff and everything, not everybody has the means to just get up and pick up and go. You know what I mean? Like not everybody can just be like, oh, okay, well they said there's an earthquake going. Okay, well let me get out of here. I feel bad for people in California, man. They got to worry about like wildfires. They got to worry about earthquakes. Now they got to worry about tsunamis and shit. Like I'm on the East Coast, so it's like I got to worry about them too. Like if there's one, but they don't really happen a lot in Europe. They don't really happen a lot in Europe. Like it's not really like a thing. Like you know, I mean, like certain parts of Europe, yes, there is like a fault line that runs through the middle of Europe too. It's like around Greece, but we've never had like you know we've never had anything hit the East Coast. So the fact that it happened in Alaska, that's what they're thinking. So I said like if you live, but it's what are they like? That's what I mean. It's like what do they expect people to do? Like run away? Like hairy or shaved beautiful? It's a wiener cheapo. Yeah, creepo. Did I spell your name wrong? Yeah. It's a big fat one that I'm sure you would love. Would you like a picture of it? You would love it. You would love it. I dreadlock it. You would love it. Yeah, but it's a big fat wiener, just so you know. Yeah, big, huge, swing-a-langin'. Yeah, I don't know. Good morning, guys. I don't like creeps. I've absolutely lost like my patience with creepy men online, like 100%. I was saying this yesterday, like I just can't even deal with it anymore. Like it's so dumb. Like, is it hairy or shaved? It's neither because you're not gonna get to find out, you fucker. Like, spit or swallow. Either way, you're not gonna find out. So what does it matter? Like, dude, you're really creepy. I'm really not about it. Like, seriously. Like, you obviously didn't get by me making fun of you the first time that I'm really not about it. I'm really not about it, dude. You're probably like 12, by the way. You like, dude, it would not you see the words that are happening in my mouth would never happen. I don't like corny men. You're a cornball. Like, I don't like it. I don't like corny shit. And that's if you're gonna be corny, just leave. Cause like straight up, like this is why you can't get women. Yeah, this is why you can't get women because you're a fucking cornball, dude. Even women on live are like online are not giving you the time of day because you're a cornball. Yeah, yeah. If you actually learn how to like speak to women, you probably have better luck. But while you're being a cornball, it makes you come off like a creepy 12-year-old. Yeah, so that's what you're coming off like as a creepy 12-year-old. I wouldn't tell. You're not gonna get to find out. You're not gonna get to find out. So what the fuck does it matter what I do? You're not gonna get to find out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm doing good, Wayne. How are you, honey? Like you're not gonna get like I don't know. I'm like so done with creepy guys online. I've been talking about this lately. It absolutely drives me nuts. Like men, like there are some men in the world that can be so dumb and it fucks it up for the guys that are out there that are really good, like really just good dudes. You know what I mean? Hi, what's going on? I'm me. How are you? But like the creepy dudes, like does that actually work ever? Like somebody comes in and they're like, is it hairy or shaved? And the chick's like, wow, like dude, those chicks are not worth having to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, I was gonna say me. Oh, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. It's another lovely day on the internet. You know what I mean? Let's say we're doing, but so they're calling it the invisible enemy at Area 51. You guys can go on and look up if you want to read more about it, the whole bit. So I said I do weird news first thing in the morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. Everybody's more than welcome in here, unless you're a creep, like cheapo. If you're a creep like cheapo, then no. Then no, I don't want you in here. But if you're not a creep like cheapo, then there we go. Good morning. Like, I'm good. Just freaking cold. Is it? Where are you at, Wayne? It is so hot here. Oh my god. I'm like literally like I'm sitting in the AC and I'm still like I've got like a little fan on me. I'm like, oh god. In Florida, there's a video going viral, like, and it's based out of Florida. It is a woman who battles off. I know. I may like. I'm telling you what. Like some days online, I'm just like, like guys will come through and they're like, "Can I see your feet? Bet you got a nice pedicure." And I'm like, "Fuck off, fuck off." Like I'm not even nice about it. Like I'm not even nice about it. And they'll be like, "But I want to see it." I don't give a fuck what you want to say. Well, just let me see your feet. How about you just fuck off? And then, like, I'll pick them. Like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just type before they could think. Like, I try to, you know. Oh, you're in South Africa. Okay, I'm just gonna say my guess was gonna be Australia because I know they're in like the other. I have a friend that lives down in Australia, and it weirds me out because like I'll go to his live stream and he's got like a wool hoodie like on, like he's got a sweatshirt on. I'm over here sweating my ass off and shit. Um, but so in Florida, there was a woman, and she fought. I watched this video. She fought like a champ. So this just happened this week. There was an attempted kidnapping. It was like a pickup truck. It was, I forget what part of Florida it was in, but this guy, he sees her walking outside of what looks to be a 7-Eleven, like a convenience store type place, right? And he starts trying to grab her and put her in the truck, and he had her almost about in there. And when I tell you, like, she fought and she managed to get away from him. So that video is going viral as well. That's like another one that you'll see like trending and whatnot. You can look it up. Like it's, you know, if you're in Florida, especially if you're female, you know, anywhere you are, just make sure, you know what I mean? Like just make sure that you're safe. But I mean, it only takes a second for things to happen. And there are people like, listen, I'm too paranoid. Like I've watched a lot of crime documentaries and whatnot in my day. Like I moved into my house, I was more paranoid about maybe there was a crime that was committed here that they didn't know about. And like what's going to happen if I move into my house and it's haunted? Like what if it's like, you know, like what do I do if I move in and the house is haunted? Like you can't really get your money back to move because your house is haunted. Like there's yes, if they don't tell you that a death has occurred in the house, but what if you're like, oh well, it was of natural causes, and then you move into this house and it's fucking haunted? There's no clause for that. Yeah, you can sue the realtor, but the realtor didn't know that fucking the house was haunted. Like, you know, but what are you gonna do if you get into it? Like, see, it's really, really unrealistic. That was an actual concern that I had when I was buying a house, which is what if I move into a house and it ends up being a haunted house? Or what if it's somebody that like say like you go like there are houses out there where people will go and they'll like go to break down the wall. Have you seen those ones where this was a big thing like back in like the 30s? I got curious about this and I read up on it. I hear you guys having massive floods. We are, man. It's been pretty rough. We've had it kind of everywhere lately. Like we had a lot of storms this last week. I said I'm in Delaware, so on the East Coast. Parts of my state, parts of Pennsylvania, definitely New York. New York, like those videos scare the shit out of me. Like seeing all of them in like the subway train and the water. I'm like, oh god, new fear unlocked. Like I've only been on the subway one time in my whole life. Like, oh, like being in like what is essentially a metal coffin with other people and seeing the waters rise up around the outside of it and knowing, oh my god, like I would be like, I'd be breaking the other side like the wind, help me, help me. Like, I swear to God, I would be having issues. And then I know Alabama had some flooding. Yeah, it's horrible. It's oh my god, like that's a new fear that it unlocked that I'd never even thought about before. Was like, imagine if you went to go get in the subway. Thank God we don't have subways. Well, we only have subways really up in New York. It's like in the really metropolitan areas, like the bigger cities. So like the part that I'm from is very, very small. I said I'm from Delaware. We don't have them here. That's why I've only ever been on them one time, because I went up to New York one time and I rode a subway, and as soon as I got off, somebody offered me rugs. Like they were like, "Yo, what you want to buy?" I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "You want to buy something?" I'm like, "What do you have for sale?" Like looking around like I was expecting to see like a little stand set up somewhere. Like I'm so naive when it comes to that shit. This dude for real, he walked and like straight up. I got I'm from New York. There you go, Edwin. See, like I straight up, I said I go to New York every here and there. You know what I mean? But so like I said, that was the only time I've ever rode the subway. I went to the Museum of Sex. Don't want to say the word up in New York, and then we went over to Carnegie Hall, right? And it was like I've seen a symphony there. It was beautiful. It was like super moving, gorgeous in there, and I'm more of a meth. You guys are so. John said I love rugs. I'm also on my TikTok, so I gotta be careful, like how I say things, how I read things, and whatnot. No, I'm really naive. Like I don't know. I got diagnosed with epilepsy a couple years ago, and since then, like I started like I turned to greenery. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, well, people say it helps. So, I mean, it can't hurt, right? Like, I'm not gonna, like, get it. I'm okay. Like, so, but that's about it. Like, I'm pretty low key. Like, when it comes to that stuff. Like, I might have dabbled. Like, I might have gone like skiing a few times when I was like 19 because I dated a dude that, he dealt skis. So, I mean, but that was like when I was. I'm getting ready to be 45. Like, I'm so naive when it comes to like this new shit. Are you guys okay? Yeah, I was gonna say and that's the thing with New York, like especially in New York City, they've had flooding up there before because it's so much concrete and there's not enough drainage system. I ski every day. You're ridiculous. But it's straight up, it's a true story. I got off the subway, we got there, we took the train over from New Jersey, right? We got up there and I got off the subway, and this dude walked up. He was like, "Yo, what's up?" I don't know. I don't know if he saw my tattoos. So I don't know. But like, I don't. Maybe he just approached everybody. I had never had anybody like ask me something like that directly. Like I don't know. Like it wasn't like a hidden thing at all. He just walked up to me. He was like, "Yo, you want to buy something?" And I'm like, well, "What? Wait, what do you mean?" And he's like, "I'm trying to ask you if you want to buy something." And I was like, "Well," and I'm like looking around, like, well, "What do you got for sale?" He was like, "Nah, I'm trying to ask. Are you trying to buy something?" And I was like, "I'm, I'm not understand." Like I literally looked at this dude and I was like, "I'm not understanding what you mean. Like, what do you mean?" He told me. He was like, "Listen, I'm trying to ask if you want some," and I was like, "Oh." No, I'm okay. Very legal. It's not necessarily legal, but there's places that they don't like. It's not the police aren't quite as worried about it. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna say, Philly's another way. Philly, there it's been overrun by kind of like just all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? Like all sorts of substances. And I said I'm only about like a 45-minute ride from like Philly. So like you go up there and oh yeah, you'll see people like just standing on every street corner is like just somebody standing sleeping up. I want to know how they manage to make a substance that makes people sleep standing up. Like how did they make a substance? How do they invent a substance that makes the laws of physics not apply? I don't know what he had, Master. I just know that like I'm stupid and I didn't know what he was. I was like I literally was going, well, I don't know, what are you selling? Like I don't know. I support small artists or designers or what. That's what I thought he meant. I thought I was gonna look over and see like a hot dog stand. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm very naive when it comes to all that. I'm very, very naive. I'm like, oh, those are okay. Like I said, I had somebody that he moved in with me. He was one of my roommates for, I mean, he was only here for like 3 months. But I don't know if he came in and he was using, I'm like really, like, I really don't want that stuff to be part of my life. So, like, I don't allow it at my house. I don't, like, I'm like that was my big thing was just stay in recovery, get yourself together. Da, da, da. I don't know if he relapsed. I don't know if he didn't. But now that I sit back and I think about shit, I'm like, man, those were probably red flags that I totally missed. Yeah, those were. That one was. Yeah, that was definitely a red. I should have like, huh? Like, but I'm like dumb when it comes. I don't know. I'm like I don't know. I've never done like anything like heavy like that. Like I'm good. Like I'm good. I can be weird enough as it is. Like the last thing I need is more bad habits. Um. So all right, let's see. Yeah, there was a woman, and this happened in Six Flags, right? I think it was I forget which Six Flags, like Illinois or something, which doesn't sound like a great time to me personally, but like whatever. They have Six Flags like everywhere, you know. If you ever come to South Africa, let I know. It will show you some awesome places. I bet. I was gonna say it's not on the vacation agenda just right now. But so the oh, it was Texas. Okay, so this woman, she was on the ride with her kids. Premium engine oil, right? what's see, like, I don't know what that means, John. What's 5W30? Like, I don't know what any of that means. It might have been dry some baby oil. I'll take that. Like, hello, hi Clifford, how are you? Welcome in. But so there was a Texas mother. She was actually on the roller coaster with her kids. Thick engine oil. Oh, okay. I mean, do people use that for stuff? I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I don't know. You would rather use engine oil than baby oil? Is that what you're saying? Because I mean, I can see maybe where it would work a little. Like I can see like you would like I don't know. Baby oil feels oh god. Like the fact that like they kept talking about how like instead of yeah, I mean I can see like I started thinking about it. I was like, well, I mean that's not like okay, yeah, that would work. That would work. I said I worked in an adult toy store for like 7 years, and I still couldn't tell you. Like I'm still naive when it comes to shit, except for that stuff. Like that stuff, I'm like I that I know about. Like, but we used to have a pawn shop like right next door to us, and I just thought people were pawning stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm like minding my business and shit. I don't know what they're doing. And then they ended up getting shut down for like receiving stolen property or more slippery, right? And we'll try up. Margarita, good morning, honey. Good morning, Margarita. First, I told you, man, it's been really like even my chat, it's been really weird with. It's been really, really weird with like at all. It's been flagging more in my chat. I'm like, dude, like, sad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I'm trying to behave myself. So, but yeah, she was on the ride with her kids, and very only a little bit of fumage. It's okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like you came in and you said hello, me and more, and it's like it wants to gray it. Like it's like, is it okay? I think it's okay. Like it's weird, dude. Like that's what I mean. Is like people will be like, what did you say? I'm like, no, you really ain't gotta say nothing on TikTok. Like you just like I said, sometimes I can see. Do you want a game of golf with me? Are we talking miniature golf or are we talking like big swing golf? Because they need like child sized clubs because I'm real short. So I'm just saying I'm real short. Like yeah, I was gonna say I need caffeine, man. I'm like ready. Oh, this one I saw and I'm sorry I didn't have like I wish I can have your number. Edwin, it's nothing personal, honey, but I don't give it out to people. Like, let's see, there was a Burger King employee whose video is going viral because she 18 hole golf. Oh, so like miniature golf? I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm not really a golf person. I'm not very good at it. I'm more of a pool player. But so yeah, they ended up like so this person put up that she has been working a 12-hour shift by herself, right? And oh god, my allergies are killing me today, Margarita. I said with all the flooding and everything lately, I'm like this has been a lot. Like this week. I've only been able to get my contacts in one single day. Like it's oh, there was a van found on 42nd Street up in New York City, and it had they're thinking that it was an undetonated type of thing. They removed like and they this wasn't like a delivery truck. This was like your white like I don't want to say like your white kidnapping free candy van, but that's what it looked like, right? And it had not yet. Oh my god, mine are fucking killing me. Like this week, my dog, even my poor dog, he's like itching at his skin. Like him and the cat both got ear infections. Like this last week, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, man. But I feel like I cannot breathe out of my nose this morning. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to put my contact lenses in today because I don't think it's gonna work. Like yesterday, I was sitting there. I didn't go out last night, and I'm sitting there, and I've just got like tears just rolling down my face. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like this sucks. It when it rains real hard and then it floods in the area, it kicks everything up. You know what I mean? So like it just oh god, like and I said a lot of this area has been flooded. I don't know if you've seen like pictures from like Lancaster. There's tons of videos from Lancaster in Pennsylvania, which is north of me, and those bodies of water actually run down through my state. like all over the place. Like, and then I said on top of it, we're right by the ocean. So like when I say this has probably been like the roughest like allergy season I think I've experienced so far. I mean, yeah, it's definitely up there. Like it's definitely up there. But like my eyes cannot. You're from my area then? Yeah, I was gonna say, what part are you from, Brian? Yeah, I'm in Delaware, honey. Yeah. So, hey, Shepard. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I like it when people stop through. I don't know. That's what I said. So I looked up, right? Because I got curious. Remember me talking the other day, Marguerite, about the person that the seismologist. That's the name of the scientist. Joe informed me of that. That's the name of the scientist is a seismologist, right? They were talking about this earthquake that they're expecting that it's going to be scary big, like scary big, right? So I went on yesterday, right? Oh, Easton. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm up in Upper Delaware. So, did you guys get it bad up in Easton? I know, like I said, I know Lancaster, like parts of Lancaster flooded out because, like I said, those rivers run down all through Delaware. So it's like our shit got flooded like crazy. So I know it was like it had. So I keep seeing videos from like Lancaster area. If you've never seen an Amish person in person, it's weird. It's weird. Not too bad. Yeah, like I said, my where I'm at didn't get it bad. It was just all the rivers, but it all came down. Like we got the storms down here pretty bad. Like pretty bad. But they were kind of like over and done with quick. Like, you know what I mean? The dog was up in the middle of the night barking the other night. I'm like, oh, dude, go to bed. Hey, go to bed. It's not coming in here. Just go to bed. But like, so I said, but whenever there's like these massive rainstorms like this, man, like for like a week afterward, have a great time. Thank you, I mean, I hope you have a good day as well. Yeah, tap the screen. Yes, see, everybody should be cool like Margarita. I appreciate it. But so this van up in New York City was found, and I said it was a normal size like delivery van, we'll say, like a white van, right? And it had something like 52 containers that were full of propane in them. Like how this dude even like fit that many in them is like beyond me. But they're saying they found a mechanism in it that thankfully it didn't go off. You know what I mean? But they found a mechanism. You know what I'm trying to say? Mechanism. That's what we're trying to say. But so they found a thing that would cause it to ignite and go boom. So thankfully, somebody called it in because they said it looked suspicious. Like they were like, okay, this is weird. Like this is weird. Like and so they called it in just because this one van had been sitting there for like 3 days, like in their parking spot, and it was and like I said, that's like a nicer part of New York, isn't it? Like 42nd Street. I don't know. I don't know. But so they got there and it was just something like I guess dude took it there and was trying to have it and it just the mechanism failed and he was too scared to go back by it. So they had it and like I said when I tell you like if you want to look up this video, they have all the propane tanks like sitting out all over the sidewalk and shit. Your top is super cute. Thank you. It keeps wanting to slip, and I'm like, stay there, you. I might have to change before pool tonight. You know what I mean? But so oh, did you guys see? There's a video going around right now, which, like I said, guys, hey, if you have not read the letter from that dude, Andy, looking nice, love redheads. It's not natural. It's not natural. But So he issued an apology yesterday to his family for the embarrassment he caused. She's been removed from the website. People are literally taking bets online to see how much his wife gets in the divorce and how quickly she files. Which I'm like, so he sent this apology letter where he was like, I'm really sorry that, like, you can watch this, like, go read it. Because, like, he just seems like a chode. Yeah, like, motherfucker, you're sorry you got caught in front of 10,000 people. You're sorry you got caught in front of all of TikTok. You ain't sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? That turned to sorry real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're sorry you got caught. Like, that's just this. I would have almost had more respect for him if his apology letter said, I'll fuck who I want to, where I want to. And I get he can't do that. But I almost be like, right, that ain't our business. Like, I feel like a lot of times when they sugarcoat shit, so that the letter, he talks about how sorry he is to his family for all the embarrassment that they're going through, and that's been caused because of him. Oh, thank you, Steve. I appreciate you. He then goes on to talk about a night that was supposed to be full of love and music was turned into a public debacle. because of them being shown in a public way when they were having a private moment. I'm like, but you were in public. You're in public. Like I said, it's not like they snuck up to your hotel room and put like the camera in the window. Like you were in public. Like you were in a public. And on top of it, you've seen Kiss Cam going off. Like they weren't the first ones. There were other people before them that were going on. So why wouldn't you just take your arms away? Or it was their reaction. Like if they had just reacted and he gave her like a kiss on the cheek, you know what I mean? Get her. That's what I'm saying. Like you're in front of 10,000 people. Like there's a chance there's always people walking around with a camera, you know what I mean, like anymore, like there, you'll get caught on cameras just walking anywhere, but then like, but so I like she's gonna get everything, you realize this, right? Yeah, and that's like I said, I try and I don't focus on like her because I said I understand she was married too, and I don't necessarily that means he's a homewrecker too. But to me, that's like a consensual thing. So I keep seeing like memes and shit that say shit like it's like Trump standing behind like it's the bodies, but it's like Trump and he's holding like Epstein, like deserve their space. I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm saying if you want your space, then do it. Like if you want to have a private moment, right? Have a private moment, but don't do it in a public space. Like I said, it's not like somebody walked up and filmed them, you know what I mean? And they work together, so she's gonna end up losing her job, her husband. So people have been putting out memes that are like, Coldplay deserves an award for putting out 4 singles in one night, and I'm like, but then he goes on, like it's more like the chodness of it. Like a lot of CEOs, they're like, you just picture them being chodes, doing Brie something. Oh, I love your face, Margarita. Have a good day, baby. But like when people do chode things, you picture every CEO just being a chode. Like this dude, he straight up seems like chode, like. Like just straight up, like because then at the last part of it, it's quotes, right? And it looks like a song quote, and I'm pretty sure that it's a Coldplay song, but I didn't think to search it, but I'm pretty sure he inserted a quote from Coldplay. He almost blames Coldplay for this happening. If you get a chance, go read the apology letter. It's pretty chodly. That's the best way I can describe it. It's pretty chodly. I'm sorry for the embarrassment. He's got 2 teenage sons that use TikTok. They do. So I mean, like you have but then this apparently his wife got, because he's a millionaire. She's not a millionaire. The chick wasn't a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He's been married to his wife for something like 20 years. They got 2 sons together. She gonna get everything. She's gonna get everything, because not only did he embarrass her in front of 10,000 people, and for all you know, she might be having an affair too. You don't know. But it's a fact that it went viral. So now there's over 20 million views on this one video that this woman from New Jersey originally posted. There's over 20 million hits on it. So over 20 million people have seen, reposted. Like that's a pretty whopping number. Like, and then people started going onto his company's website and leaving reviews. Which, like I said, if people really decide on the internet that they don't like you, they will do shit to fuck with you just to show you that they can. Like, it's not even that they really want to. They just want to show you, hey, you think you're untouchable? Guess what? You're not untouchable. Guess what? And it's like, so people start going on Yelp and they start going on his company's website and leaving reviews. I guess there were a lot of people that didn't realize that maybe he's like the CEO of it. I think there were a lot of people that thought like he just kind of worked there. So they're leaving reviews about how, they said like in it, the CEO doesn't seem like he's responsible and doesn't, da 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 da. And I'm like, whoa, you just pissed off every single woman that has ever been cheated on. You literally just pissed off every single woman that has ever been. That's a like people don't seem as mad at, like people, like, people are saying, oh, she's a home wrecker. Well, she had her own home. You know what I'm saying? She had her own home. So does that make him one too? Or does that make it like a consensual thing? Like I said, we don't know what the relationships that they have with their others are. But, I mean, like I said, if he had just kissed her on the cheek, right? Like, oh yeah, give her a kiss on the cheek. Nobody would have ever said 2 words about it. Nobody would have, he could have just gone, oh yeah, I went to go give her a hug. Yeah, I gave her a kiss. We were on the kiss cam, so But it was his reaction and her reaction that got people like really talking about it. So 20 million, that's a lot. Like imagine being that person that originally posted that video and now you have it and it's up to 20 million. Like you figure that person's getting paid off the amount of views that they're getting now. So you're able to monetize your TikTok just based off of that one video. That's wild to me. So, but I'm just saying if you wanted to stay private, keep it private. If you want, you know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to, if you want to have a private moment, keep it private. You know, let's see. There was a karaoke night in Memphis, and I keep seeing this one too, and I thought this was funny. A little girl sang "Chicken Head," but people are talking about it because she's probably like maybe 10 years old, and she's Caucasian, so people are like, you know, like I think people were kind of taken back. Like they were like, "The fuck!" Like, I expected her to get up and do a song from like Frozen or shit, and then she ended up getting up and rapping. She knew every fucking word for it. I don't even know this song, but like I said, I keep seeing videos of it going around. There was, you know who Chris Watts is, right? Like I've watched like his documentaries and whatnot. Like he unalived his wife Shannon, and then they had two kids, and they found them in a tank. Like I mean, it was a really really rough story, right? He's now coming forward and admitting new evidence. Like he already got convicted. I don't know if he's on death row or if he's just in jail. Yeah, he came forward and he gave a new confession claiming that his mistress unalived Ella and Cece, his kids. And she was the one because she was the property maintenance person that told him there will be nobody looking in those tanks for like 2 weeks. So yeah, that's a good place to put him. So he's coming, and I'm like, well, like, okay, like it was a very, very, very sad scenario. Like that was a very, very. I don't understand how people do that. I don't understand how people do that. You don't want to be with your wife, don't be with your wife. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Don't be with your wife. But either way, your kids didn't choose to, be made. You made them. So guess what? Take your responsibility. Like, yeah, just leave, and then you can, she can have primary custody of the kid. Like, is your money like? I mean, it's really like I just can't imagine. I can't imagine some of the people that do this shit. I'm like, and then to be like such associate, like to go on TV and look in cameras and be like, I just, and like sometimes you'll see people and you're like, man, like he definitely didn't do it. Look at how upset he is. And then here later they get convicted of it and you hear all the evidence that they found and you're like, which by the way, I have another one on that scenario. I said, guys, my allergies are acting up like crazy today. I'm gonna end up having to take so they're in the JonBenet Ramsey case, right? This one, man, this one happened in 1996, right? Yeah, like that's. I'm just saying, like, leave. Like, you don't have to do all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just leave. So, the JonBenet Ramsey case, right? They had found DNA, right? But at the time in 1996, DNA was not exactly the testing. They needed like a good amount of DNA, and this was only trace DNA. Well, the case has been reopened as of this last week. The one of the lead detectives on the case got a letter from a woman in Louisiana, right, who said that her husband was one of the suspects. Like they were married at the time, they were no longer married, and she believes that he was a suspect in the case. Like he had lived up. They lived up in that area at that time, and he was a suspect in the case. And so now they're thinking that they're going back and they're retesting like the DNA because now they can, like, whenever there's a new interest in in a case, it makes them go back and re-examine certain things of it. Sassy, good morning, honey. Whew, God, my eyes are killing me today, y'all. And so this is a new slash old JonBenet Ramsey suspect. Like, so I don't know. I don't think he's still alive. I always thought, I never, like, people said for years, like, oh, they thought it was, like, the brother, like, all that stuff. The brother was literally, like, 8 years old at the time. Like, she was, what, 6 or 4? Something like that. But, like, the brother was, like, 8 years old at the time, maybe 10. I'm like, yeah, he's not even old enough to produce DNA. I mean, from the mouth, yes, but, I mean, guys, like, I'm not getting too into this, but I'm just saying, like, but so for years, like people, and I'll admit this, Like I seen a video of him. I think he went on Dr. Phil like years ago, and he's like older now. He's an adult. I think Pat Ramsey passed away, and then the husband I believe has passed away. So it's only the brother that's left, right? And he's like, you can tell that something's really really off with this dude. But I guess if you've gone through your whole life with people saying that you did this and it must have been you, I guess you'd be pretty weird too. Yeah, like I said, if you ever go and watch the videos of like his interviews and whatnot, like, cause he probably doesn't even really remember like that. Like this happened when he was a kid too. But here it wasn't. I knew it had to be somebody because like they said that their house was very deceiving. Like it didn't look as big as it was, so that it happened. She had been taken. The parents were asleep over on one side of the house. This They had like a little downway, and then like the son slept over here, and she slept all the way over like kind of in the left wing because they're rich, so left wing. And so it had to be somebody that was familiar with the house because like in order to get to her room, they'd have to know that the parents wouldn't be able to hear, and then take her down. The basement was literally 3 floors down. So there was multiple levels to this house. It wasn't just like a basement like we would have in our house. It's like, oh, you go down your steps. Oh, there's a basement. You know what I mean? Like this thing was like 3 floors down. So, but I hope that they catch this fucker. Like I hope that they finally like can put it out of like its like because it's gone on way 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 too long. It really has gone on way too long. Oh my god, guys, my allergies are killing me. I'm gonna have to take some Benadryl at some point. So there was a lot of stuff too, as far as let's see, people that got arrested this week, right? Joshua Block, who I said I've talked about him before. The guy from World of T-shirts. I said he's autistic, but he's also like a major alky, And he got hospitalized, and then from there. Well, he got arrested and then he got hospitalized, so he's currently in the psych ward. So you won't catch him doing live streams for at least a little bit. So yeah, but that's where he's at, is it in the psych ward. There is a guy. Have you guys seen? There's a live streamer on here named D Kane. This dude, once again, people that just look like a chode. Like he just looks like a chode. He does. He looks like such a chode. Like just chode, So he got arrested a few months back for possession of a pew pew, like the whole bit. Well, they found he's now in jail on a case that is involving pictures that are not of legal age, multiple counts of trying to sell them to other people. And he's somebody that was really really big on TikTok. Like this shit's wild to me. This shit's fucking wild to me. Like, so we gotta stop making stupid people like popular on sites. Like we gotta stop. I get the fact that people love train wrecks. Like, oh, I really loves a train wreck. But like we gotta stop making stupid people like popular. Like we gotta figure out like how to stop making stupid people popular. Cause like this, like they came and had like a perfect platform to find who they were looking for, and that's like it's so gross to me. It's so gross to me. So then I was gonna say, but it was a big week for arrests as far as live streamers. Debbie the Pet Lady, which I've never seen one of her live streams. I've never, she got arrested. Now she got arrested for threatening people electronically. So she was on TikTok and was sending threats out to people electronically. Which I'm like, I mean, what somebody do that made her like, okay. There was a roof. I don't know if you guys remember this. This happened in the Dominican Republic. This was maybe like a few years ago on the news. There was a roof collapse in the Dominican Republic, and like I said, it was at a nightclub. There were people in it. There were people unalive during this whole bit. But they reopened all the past reports of it, right? And they're coming across stuff now that's saying that the owner knew. Like, I mean, I expected as much. Like, that the owner knew and that he was warned about how unstable this roof was and and that, like, it was... And so they're and sometimes it takes the police a while to get the shit. Like, if they figure if it's already happened, like, we need to worry on current things that are happening, right? Also this week, the lightning struck the World Trade Center during like that big rainstorm. I'm like, oh Lord. Like, and it struck it like a few times. It wasn't just one time. I seen the video. It was like 3 times. I was like, oh shit. Places you don't want to be this week up in New York. Let's see. There's a part of the Sahara Desert that decided it was going to turn bright green. So people are like a really like what the fuck? It's like a natural. They said it's like a plankton like thing. Like they turn green. Something to do with that. I don't know. I always thought plankton only turned pink. Maybe that's only in Florida. I don't know. Oh, um. Oh yeah, Nick Harris is another one that was a really big live streamer that went to jail this week. He actually did this on his stream. He did this on his stream. He drove to what he thought was his grandmother's house, right? Broke in, went into the garage on his live stream, right? Proceeded to make himself a fort out of food. They had, you know how some people have like extra Queen. Hi Hassan, what's going on? You know how some people will have like extra fridges like out in the garage where they keep just extra food. Like they're like, oh, we go to Costco once a month, so we just fill that other one up and get it when we need it. Yeah, there's people that do that shit. It's cool, you know, whatever. So he went into their garage, took all the food out of their fridge in the garage, and proceeded to make himself a fort in their garage. And here his grandmother lived 2 houses down. Why they do that? Rugs. More than likely. I'm guessing a rug that starts with the word M. So he got denied bail, though. He won't be back to live streaming. I mean, his court date's set for September 25th. So he won't be back on here for a bit. But, like, I don't know, the begging on TikTok has gotten to be so much for me. Like, I just can't even hang. Like, sometimes, like, I can't. Like, it just, like, there's so many, like, virtual panhandlers on TikTok. You are gorgeous. Thank you, Hassan. I appreciate that. They're, like, people are constantly like, please, I just need $20. Like, stop. Aw, thank you, Ice. I appreciate you, baby. Like, stop. Like I said, and I think TikTok's probably the worst for it. They need to just start getting rid of all the beggars. You know what I mean? Like, if people are, and I understand that people will say, hey, send my cash app. If, like, say they're buying a product or whatnot, they don't want to shut out any sales for people not having. I gotta take some meds, guys. Like, my fucking eyes are pouring. Hold on, let's get through our news for this morning. There was a woman whose videos have gone viral. I don't know if you guys have seen her. She's a pregnant mom of 12, right? And the video went viral because there were 11 kids, and like it was the daughter's face. The oldest daughter is in the background, right? And she's like, you know, because you know she's helping take care of all these kids. Like nobody's taking care of 12 kids by themselves, right? So can I beg? What do I beg for? I don't know. I don't know. There's some people that beg online for money. It's just a thing. So, but she's 12, and there's a video going around of her where she, the pregnancy is not viable. Like this, she announced pregnancy and then realized that the pregnancy is going to pass, right? And there's videos of her that are, she's letting the other children that are smaller, like, no, I'm here. Oh no, I wasn't saying all that. No, I was just saying that's what you came in just as I was talking about the virtual panhandlers. That shit drives me insane. No, I wasn't saying that. Like I was saying, people be doing that shit, especially on TikTok. I normally have my TikTok open and I'll do like another site, but yeah, people do it on there all the time. It absolutely makes me insane. But so there's a woman who so I said she was pregnant with her 12th child. It's not a viable pregnancy. The doctors told her that. Then she proceeds to go home. She announces it on her TikTok, and then she allows the younger children to slap it. And now she can't figure out why people are pissed off. Okay then. Oh god. Okay, guys, I'll finish up the rest of them tomorrow. Like it's not. But yeah, yesterday there was a 4.0 earthquake in California, which is kind of wild to me. Oh my god, I said we had like huge rainstorms this week, so like my fucking eyes, like I one day out of this whole week I've been able to get like my contacts in. Ugh, I feel like crap today. I can't breathe out of my nose whatsoever. Like today's been really bad. Both the cat and the dog have had ear infections this week. I mean, it's been a mess. We're a mess of a household. So all right, I'm gonna go take some Benadryl and then probably end up falling asleep because that's what it makes me do. So, you know, all right, guys. Oh no, it happens. I've gotten to the point. I got a birthday in a couple days, And I feel like I'm old enough now. I just feel like it's. I'm like, yeah, springtime. Springtime is not a good time for me. Not a good time. Yeah, we had flooding in my area, so it kicked up like a whole bunch of shit. Just a whole bunch of shit. But I'm like, I literally feel like I have like concrete in my face right now. It sucks. So, all right, guys, I will be back. We will stop back later on. I'm gonna go get my shit taken care of. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day because you know what, you deserve it, and you're all wonderful.